Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this, so today we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it. But before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details. So, this monitor showed up on my desk after I'd been staring at a 60 Hz screen for what felt like forever. And I'm not gonna lie, the jump to 144 Hz and then to 165 Hz when this model is feeling peppy was absolute night and day. I paid about $150 at the time, which felt crazy for something this capable, and I've seen it drop to around $125 on sale here and there, which is just ridiculous value for a curved frameless setup. Right out of the box, I was struck by how this monitor blends into the room, clean lines, slim bezels, and a curved panel that makes games feel a touch more immersive without shouting for attention. The build quality feels solid, the stand is substantial and a little long, so you want a desk with some depth, or you'll be juggling the placement. I actually rotated the stand a bit and pushed the monitor forward to squeeze two monitors and a mic stand into a tight setup. It worked, but do keep an eye on that footprint if you're tight on space. In terms of performance, the smoothness is the star here. Games look buttery, motion is cleaner, and the colors feel punchy without needing a ton of calibration. It was a noticeable upgrade from my older display. And that first week I kept poking at little settings just to see what would shift. The 1080p resolution is a trade-off. You'll notice at 24 inches, it's still perfectly sharp, but you can tell it isn't the crispest thing in the world compared to higher resolutions. Not a deal breaker, just a heads up if you're chasing the cleanest possible image. There is one caveat I ran into, and this is where I'll keep it honest. There can be some corona artifacts or inverse ghosting in certain scenes. It's not deal breaker territory for me, but it's there. A lot of folks recommend cranking the overdrive, and I did try that, but it didn't solve things for me. What actually helped was dialing in the shadow control and pushing it to around 60 to 70. It sounded odd, but it toned down the ghosting enough that the image stayed readable and the motion stayed smooth. Also, playing with color settings a bit more helped hide the issue in most games. After years of daily use, hours at a stretch, nights left on the monitor did start showing its age in a dramatic way for one reviewer in the group. Brightness shifts, then odd color artifacts, and eventually vertical pink lines that suggested internal aging. It wasn't a dramatic failure at first, but it did remind me that electronics aren't forever. Still, for the money. The value was undeniable in those early days. Bottom line, this monitor is a solid, budget-friendly gateway into high-refresh gaming. The 165 Hz is fantastic, the curve is pleasant and immersive, and the overall design holds up well. If you catch it around the low end of the price spectrum, it's hard to beat for a casual to mid-range setup. I'd give it a 9.5 out of 10. Mainly because the ghosting is a real thing some users will care about more than others, but the trade-offs feel perfectly acceptable for the price.
That's all for now. If you found this useful, hit like and subscribe. Let's talk in the comments. See you in the next video.